Hey there, welcome to Coaching with Tally. We are kicking off a new series all about abundance mindset. So what is an abundance mindset? How can it powerfully affect your life? We're going to look at abundance versus scarcity mindset today and help you get a clue kind of where am I at on that scale of being in scarcity, fear, being in abundance and overflow. And so every day we're going to be, for this next, I don't know how long we're going to go, but in our series all about abundance mindset, we're going to give you practical ways to up level into a greater abundance mindset so you can have all kinds of amazing results in your life in that way. Be more generous, give more, have more, just really overflow in your life. So abundance mindset, what is it? Why does it matter? My name is Tally. I'm a life and personal development coach, and I work with leaders to create lives of overflowing impact in the world that are centered in a place of joy. Getting you leaders aligned to who it is you most truly are, firing on all cylinders, and get you in this place where you are creating a life that you love living so that you can overflow and have amazing impact on the world and other people. So today, jumping in to the topic of abundance, I want to read to you guys something from Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey is who coined the phrase abundance mindset in the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So I want to read you a quote from this because I think it just sums up really, really well, and I want to give credit where credit is due. So check this out and see what you resonate with. Most people are deeply scripted, and this is Stephen Covey talking. I'm quoting him. Most people are deeply scripted in what I call the scarcity mindset. They see life as having only so much. See if you can really open up and allow your heart to resonate with what you connect with here. They see life as having only so much, as though there were only one pie out there. And if someone were to get a bigger piece of that pie, it would mean less for everybody else. The scarcity mentality is a zero-sum paradigm of life. People with a scarcity mentality, and all of us have this to some degree. So this is a continuum, and we're going to look at that continuum today. So people with a scarcity mentality have a very difficult time sharing recognition or credit, power, and profit, even with those who help in the production. They also have a hard time being genuinely happy for the success of other people. The abundance mentality, on the other hand, flows out of a deep inner sense of personal worth and security. In this paradigm, there is plenty out there, and there's enough to spare for everyone. It results in the sharing of prestige, recognition, profits, and decision making. I think that's fascinating that in abundance mindset, you even share in the decision making. It opens possibilities, options, alternatives, and creativity. One of the areas and so that's the end of that quote by Stephen Covey. One of the areas that I have on the Life Wheel assessment, which is the foundation of what the work that I do with my private clients and group coaching, has an area, one of the 8 key areas of life. I call it abundance and finance, because it's not just about finances, it's about an abundant mindset. And so I think and this is something I'm growing in, I think this is something there's always room to grow in. And so getting yourself into these places where you have an abundant mindset, where there's more than enough, it's just, when you're living from that place of love instead of fear, we talked about this last week in our other series, but when you're living from this place, it's not fear-based, it's not like, oh, there's not enough, it's this sense of abundance and overflow, like there's more than enough. It's really rooted in love and worth. So it's really powerful. I'm going to give you some examples and see where you can identify with some of the scarcity ones and where you can identify with some of the abundance examples. And I want you to see the kind of activation today is to see where you fall. If this were to be a 1 to 10 scale, and 1 or 0 is scarcity, like I'm in scarcity all the time, I don't know how to get out of it, or abundance is I know that there's more than enough, I flow, I'm super generous, I always have more than I need, that side of it. And I'm going to give you some indicators that help you know where you're at. But see if you can track on that continuum. So if that abundance place is 10 and scarcity is 1, see if you can place yourself on a continuum so you can just look at where you're at and begin moving that. And then we can come back at the end of this series and see if it's shifted. All right, so scarcity. When you're in scarcity, there's a feeling like there's never enough. You just have this feeling like, oh, there's just not enough to meet the needs that I had. You look for ways to take. So finding places, whatever it is, whether it's money, food, time, it could be in a lot of different ways, but looking for ways to take. Pessimistic about the future. So feeling fearful about future. Avoids risk. Scarcity mentality tends to avoid risk. Entitled and fearful. So places where you feel entitled or you feel afraid. And then sees others as competition. So it's that feeling like there's only so much pie to go around, and any sliver that anybody else gets is less for everyone else. So that way of thinking and feeling. Abundance mindset is this sense that there is always enough. There's more where that came from. Like when that's the feeling, there's more where that came from. Looking for ways to give. Looking for ways to give away, to be generous, to let things flow through you. Optimistic about the future. Thinks big and embraces risk. There's a sense of like possibility and living into possibility. Thankful and confident. So just this sense of like, I'm so thankful for what I have, and I know that I'm always going to have what I need, that feeling of confidence. Seeing others as opportunities for collaboration. So I want you to put yourself, if you can, on a 1 to 10 scale. 1 is scarcity, 10 is abundance. See if you can find where you feel like you're at, and there's zero shame in where you're at. One of the things that I do with my clients a lot is just get really clear and really honest about wherever it is you are, because that's the only way you're going to grow. That's the only way you're going to move into something else is if you're honest and you're clear without shame about where you're at, so that you can move forward. So we're going to be bringing you specific things you can do to up-level these abundance mindsets throughout this next week and get you moving out of scarcity and into more abundance. So I want to leave you guys with a quote. So this is by William James. William James says, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes of mind." So wherever you are on that scale, the good news is you can shift it. You can step into more abundance. And I'll be bringing you guys bringing you guys resources and some activation, things that we can do to step into more abundance today. So blessings. Hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you back here again tomorrow.